Wallace, Idaho.
There's a train museum.
Which we'll go and check out. Looks interesting, kind of. We'll see what's there. These are the kinds of cars they have in Idaho. As you can see, it does actually have a license plate. And people just drove up and parked to this thing. You're not in California anymore. Welcome to Wallace. There's a cache right on the sign. We found it. And we found a couple more in the city. This overpass, it was not here originally. It was built recently.
How did you tell?
It just looks newer, and it had 1991 on it.
Brilliant observational skills, Mike.
Yep. A snowmobile.
Cross here. Wild snowmobiles.
Oh, watch out for them.
Crossing.
Watch out for them.
I think I hear one right now.
Sheriff Department. We're walking down Wallace roads, looking at old buildings with new cars.
They spelled their U's wrong.
Covered House.
Coventry.
Oh yeah.
Coventry.
Shoshone. Coventry Covered House.
House. It's old style.
Yeah, they used to use V's instead of U's for some reason.
Proof.
Yep. So now we're in the old part. The Coeur d'Alene Hardware Company. Antiques. A robot dog. That's an antique? That was the 80s. I guess 80s are antiques now?
I feel old.
Yeah. I'm an antique. So are you. No, you were 90, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're not antique yet. Jimmy, we're antiques.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Not old, Jimmy.
Not old, just antique. Which, yeah. Idaho Silver Shop.
I wonder what they sell there.
Silver. Wild Forest Cat.
We finally found it.
Old signs, old clocks, train signals. It's all probably very expensive though.
Just assuming. If you had a lot of money, it probably wouldn't be that expensive to you.
Lots of cool old things here. A quack machine? Scouting thing.
Scout knife. Ooh. That might be cool.
Laboratory stuff.
Check out the canteen.
Old gambling machine, maybe? Is that what this is from? Knights of the Golden Eagle?
$995.
Wow. Let's not get that one. All kinds of old little things. We're walking down an alleyway. You can see all the wiring mess. And transformers and brick walls. Feels very old time. Doesn't, yeah. With modern air conditioning units and trucks. But look at this power box. How big that switch is. It's cool stuff. We're going to the other side of Wallace and then leaving soon. Continuing on our trip to Washington. And there's the little silver tour cart again. And here's all the residential areas. All the trees are so big because they've been here a long time. Two more caches and we will have found all of them in Wallace. And this one right here is probably on that statue somewhere. Possibly. There's a lot of cool things here. Old mining equipment on display. Let's check it out.
Yes, here?
No, not yet. It is here, but it's not at this section. Old mining carts with buckets and maybe a controller cart. Logs. He's got a chain, cable. It's all hydraulically powered. Is this a scoop? Yeah, it looks like it's a scoop. Oh, you see what this one would do, Jimmy?
Huh?
It would, it can turn and it can scoop up rock and dump it into the cart behind it. It's pretty cool. And you can probably operate it from walking next to it. Probably push this lever forward and back to move it, and then, yeah, you would do that to raise and lower the bucket. Don't mess with it too much though, it looks kind of falling apart. And here's some engines. Stamp mill. Break up gold bearing quartz and rock by pounding it. So you have this big engine. It's a very large engine. It would be connected by a pulley to this, and as this spins, it pushes those up. It'll push them up and then drop them, and it would just, this would crush the rock.
Sounds weird.
It's like a water jet for mining.
You should listen to it.
There's a bee's nest in there.
It's not active anymore.
Has a giant wheel. And there's an old electric motor. It would go to that pulley system and then turn the other pulleys and then go to that to operate some sort of pump or something. Interesting. There is the Coeur d'Alene Lake on either side of us, which means we are almost into Washington. Now it's hills again.
It's nice. Yeah. So that one is all
We're making lunch at a rest stop. Jimmy is having cup noodle. We're having ramen.
I'm having seasoning.
And Scott is having pickle seasoning. I'm having butane propane mix. Yum.
Sounds very healthy.
I made it to Washington. I was just looking at the GPS, looking ahead for the border, and wasn't seeing it. And just scrolling and scrolling, I was like, it's not that far away. So I started going back the other way. And I realized we had already crossed the border, like 15 minutes ago. So anyway, here's Washington. Interesting.
Wow.
Oh, we missed it again. There we go. Elevators.
It's the elevator.
It actually looks exactly the same.
I was trying really hard not to laugh.